Aloha my friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sacred Lovers and welcome to another adventure here on the Simply Java server. And we are now standing in the completed visitor center of the minigames district. Now I've actually called it Simply Java Park. So far I've got it set up very much similar to a public park, with a campsite, park. That's gonna have a festival come visit. So I finished the visitor centre and I finished up the car park, and then I've added a delivery truck that's brought supplies. Well, not really any supplies. There's just space for people to drop off spare supplies or bring supplies if they want. You'll also notice that the village that was here previously is gone, apart from that one house which has a villager in it. And I've piled it all into this one chest. That's the whole village. Don't ask me what happened to him. I've no idea. He was like that when we found him. I think that happened before this whole minigames event came about, so nothing I could do about that. So there's bits and pieces now where things used to be, but we've got a lot more space now, so we can play as much as we can. So turns out we only have like 2 villages left in the village. I know there was more at one point, but that was quite a while ago. Probably going back to when I found this area, really. And I'm going to be working on the festival market today. But before I can do that, I'm gonna need some more villagers hereabouts, because these guys are gonna be our vendors, our stall owners, you know. So it would be nice to have a few villagers, maybe of a couple of different types, because I'm thinking of making a little bit of a game out of it. So we're gonna need a small villager breeder somewhere in this area, just so I can breed up new staff for the festival. Also, you may recall last episode where I went out looking for mangrove trees and ended up being a little unsuccessful. One of my server mates, Hobble the Snack, went out looking for some and actually managed to find a mangrove swamp, which is really quite cool. So a big shout out to Snack for doing that, because it saves us hope. It's really quite awesome. Now we get to play with the new wood. I can just flick it off like that. I just want to get a couple. Some low hanging ones or something. That way I can grow them at home, back at my base. Because I'm not sure how many saplings these yield per tree. So it's a good way to see some experiments. Although it's really fun that we get different blocks with these trees, or the same as we do with the azaleas. So I find that really fun about these. Anyway, let's get back to our plan for today. Little side track here. I went ahead and I planted the new saplings in my tree farming area, and I'm gonna say these is probably gonna be one of my gonna become my new favorite tree. I don't know if I ever mentioned it before, but previously jungle trees were one of my favorite trees in the game, because they were the funnest to harvest. And these trees literally become like a little jungle gym. So like if you just wanted the wood, you just climb up the vines and such. It's really quite fun. Yeah, I'm looking over the trees. It looks like they get quite a few saplings as well, which is awesome. Although given how much space they seem to take up once they've grown, it'd probably be a case of planting them sparingly. But oh my god, I'm so excited to use these trees. They're going to be so fun to harvest. Anyway, that is enough of the sidetracking detours for this episode. Although probably they may end up being more. I don't know. We'll see. Let's get back to the mini games district. Okay, after some resource gathering and such, I'm now ready to start building a small villager breeder so that we can get some guys for the market stalls. I'm gonna do a mini time lapse, just so you guys, so we can get this done quick. Okay, so I've done the villager breeder. They're all tucked in and nicely in there, and we've got our dispenser above the top there. Show you in just a second. I've turned it into a little electrical storage house. It's not intended to look very pretty, but it is like a necessary thing to have. You know, when you've got like a public space, you're gonna need something to power any events that happen to occur here. So I need to add some more details to it, like make sure that it has like a keep out sign to like warning, electrical storage, do not enter, or something like that. And I've got a little entrance here so I can put food in. I'm gonna add a leather there soon. I also want to add some fencing, and I want to do something with the floor. I'm not going to add any food in just yet because I want to change up this flooring here. I might do stone. But it looks a bit more. This is a necessary building. It's not meant to be pretty or anything. And I've just repeated myself. Well done, Lotus. But yeah, that is pretty much the villager breeder done. We just need to add in some food at the top and add some finishing details. But once I've tidied up a bit, I can go ahead and build the first market stall. Okay, so I've spent some time gathering up some more materials. We're going to be building our the first of many market stalls that's going to be here in the minigames district. You know, when you go to a local fair, you always get a bric-a-brac stall here and there selling wares. So this is what we're doing today. So without further ado, let's kick this thing off into another time lapse. Okay guys, so we have our first market all pretty much all set up and ready to go. A little an arty type one. I've got a gap here ready for the villager. I'm just gonna lay out the track here now. Run it along here. To the breeder. And I bred up a few villagers, but when I left it like last night, there was only one villager in the pod here. There's loads of them now. So yeah, it definitely works. Which is awesome. I'm gonna just leave that there for now. Before I do anything, let's start our first power drill right here. Don't need it going too fast, but just enough oomph to get it in. I've got some torches here. One more over here. Okay. Put the minecart in. Ah, no. Wrong way. Back here. Maybe if I push it. Excellent. Villager number 1, come on. That way. Now you can go. Excellent. Got wool on me, yes I do. Hopefully. Gotcha. It won't matter to me if the minecart despawns. Okay, and now I just need to tidy up this track and I'll see you back here in a minute. Okay, a little bit of time has passed and I've properly kitted out the art stall now. Villagers in, and he's got his own little book. And I've also added some extra market stalls for anyone who wants to add their own. Of course, they're welcome to make their own tents, but I figured I'd give them a few freebies, just so that if they didn't want to make a whole tent, they could just work on an interior. Yeah, that is our project done for today. Also want to show you something I did in the visitor center. This is more like information for people wanting to do their own mini games around here. A mini game summary. Like welcome to the Simply Java Park. If you build an attraction here, please list it here. Is that when I say attraction, that means like any rides, any mini games, or anything decorational can also be considered an attraction. I've also put like a little example here, put like your game, your title, a brief summary, brief synopsis of what your game or ride is about. You don't have to actually put the ride type. I actually didn't, because the ones I've done so far are pretty self-explanatory, and add the codes to it as well. So I've added mine: free parking. This area has a build challenge. There are plenty of free parking spaces available for you to park your own vehicle. Be as creative as you want, but please make sure that it has a license plate with your name on it, and I've put the codes down there. And also the Brack. A seasonal market has arrived at the park to sell its wares. The build challenge is to add your own stall. Feel free to claim a vacant stall or claim an open spot by the footpath. Villager employees ready to work available. So, and the codes are on there. So there's still more I wanna add to the area, but I think for now that'll do. I'm really pleased at how it's coming along. There's still more to do. On that note, before I close off today's video, I want to briefly mention, I believe I've mentioned it before on video, but I'll mention it again, because we're like halfway through the year. Beginning of the year, I set a goal, probably was an unrealistic goal, to reach 100 subs on YouTube by the end of this year. The progress so far has been slow, but I'm still hopeful that we'll make some form of dent into that goal by the time we actually end the year. So I need to ask a favor of you guys. If any of you watching this video right now that's not subscribed, it would really help me out if you would hit that button, because I want to tidy up my YouTube web link, because if you look at it currently from my channel page, it's nothing but a jumble of letters and numbers. and I want to tidy that up. It's really bugging me. So yeah. So if you like, anyway, if you like today's video, make sure to leave a like on it and give me some any feedback you have. Leave it in the comments, or if you just want to say hello in the comments, I don't mind. Tell me about your day in the comments. I enjoy reading them. And of course, again, hit the subscribe button for more content so you don't miss out. I also record live a lot on streams, so my Twitch links are below in the description. And until next time, guys, I will see you again. Bye bye.